Hi, I'm Mario with MR Unlimited. Today we're going to talk about the Everlast PowerTig 325. I've seen a couple things. I got a couple buddies that were having some issues, so I wanted to go over what I had an issue with and what they did too, or I suspect that they did. I got the machine probably a year ago. Awesome machine. Came from a Miller welder to this. It has a lot of features. It's a really great machine. But I was struggling in the beginning. It was doing steel okay, but when I was trying to do aluminum, I was struggling. A lot of porosity. It was dirty. It was popping. It felt like it had a gas problem. I was trying to figure it out. I thought there was maybe a gas lens problem, which the gas lens is down inside of the cup. So I thought I was having an issue down in there, and I changed some different stuff. It seemed to got better, but it didn't really solve the problem. So it took a little bit to the point of finally I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I hear the gas coming out of the torch, but I'm not, like, I wonder if I'm getting the volume. So I ended up popping this line off the front and then taking apart the torch head, which let's see if this will come right off. So I pulled the gas lens out of it, which that is. And by doing that, I was able to just, use compressed air, blow through the hose and blow this out. And what I found was there were some really small particles that were in there from brand new, which, can happen. So once I did that, problems went away. And so I struggled with it for a little bit, was able to solve it. I've seen some other people, like I said, having some issues. So I just wanted to put that out there to see if that would help somebody else.
Now, you said you had particles in it since new. What would have caused those particles to be in there? Just an assembly process?
I think it was an assembly process, yeah. It's really hard to say what exactly it was, but
it's not build up over time of usage.
No, because I don't have a great deal of time on it. The other problem what was going on too is, so this is a number 7 cup, and what I was using for a lot of the steel and stainless was a 10 cup. So it's just bigger in diameter. And, the 10 works great. But I found that when I went to the smaller cup, things were getting better. So then again, I was thinking to myself, all right, well, now I'm condensing the gas coverage. So something's got to be going on here. And then, so that's what it ended up being. I don't think it has anything to do with that the line is bad or anything. All it takes is just something small. And what happened was getting caught in the torch before it was going through the gas lens. So,
friendly little tip if you're having your own issues. I'm not a welder, so I have no idea what you just said, but I'm sure the welders out there are appreciative of you sharing that one.
When you turn this unit on, the fans come on all the time. Okay, it's great, keeps the machine cool, but it's loud. The new machine, same thing. The new PowerTig 325 EXT has the fans come on demand. So when it builds heat and you're using it, the fans will come on, and then after a certain amount of time when you're off of it, it shuts off.
So what's your complaint? Is that they're just constantly running?
They're constantly running, but they make a circuit board. Apparently there's an upgraded circuit board that you can get. I reached out to them through a couple of emails and never got any response. So hopefully I can get with someone. Now, it's partly my fault. I should call on the phone, whatever, but I get busy with other stuff. So I was hoping an email correspondence would have worked out good, at least a part number, that I can order it that way, but haven't made it anyway. But anyway, awesome machine. I've heard a lot of great things about them. I heard there's a lot of great customer support with it. I just would like to upgrade that piece.
You can't do a firmware update?
No, it's an actual, a circuit board, and
you have to swap out a whole circuit
board. There's a couple different things.
Is there soldering involved, or is it just plug and play?
I think it's plug and play. From the stuff that I found on YouTube of people doing it and talking about it. I've also seen people that kind of go in there themselves and do modification. I don't want to do any of that. The machine works fine. I'd hate to do anything to disrupt that, but it would make it a little nicer, because the problem is you're working, all of a sudden you got to go to the other side of the shop. You get tied up on something. This thing's over here screaming loud. You got to come over, shut it off, go back. And I don't really want to do that if I don't have to. My other machines never did that. So
you're looking to just leave it on and not have the fans running.
Yeah, if I'm bouncing around to a few different things, it'd be nice not to keep turning it on and off.
Right.
But other than that.
What year is that?
Oh, so we're in 25, probably 23, I believe I bought it.
Oh, so it's only a few years old.
Yeah, 22, 23.
And the model again, Everlast what?
Power TIG 325 EXT. So 325 is the amperage. Power TIG is the model along with the EXT. It does AC, DC, which AC is for aluminum, DC is for your steel and stainless. There's so many different functions. There's pulse functions. You can even pulse AC for doing aluminum.
And tell the viewer why you chose this welder because of the type of work you do. But explain to the viewer what is the type of work you do with the welder.
So do a variety of stuff. I mean, a lot of steel, some aluminum, and some stainless. The reason I went this route is I was kind of hemming and hawing. I was going to buy a new Miller, and it's, nothing bad to say about that company. They're great machines, but the price differential to get the features that this machine has, it was just crazy difference in price. And a lot of people that I follow, that I trust what they say, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go this route and we're going to try it out. And so far, so good.
Well, I noticed you have a Miller sitting next to it. Is that your old one?
No, well, this is a Miller. This is a MIG welder, wire feed MIG. Great machine. I've had this thing for over 20 years.
So you just use it for different applications?
Yeah, this is mainly used for, bigger, like if I was building a shelf or something with bigger steel, thicker material. But when it comes down to like precision and smaller stuff, you're using the TIG welder.
Right. So you, with MR Unlimited, he does a lot of ATV stuff, including custom aluminum gas tanks or custom airbox, which is what's say here. He also makes tabs and stuff for hybrid projects, putting dirt bike engines into ATV frames. So that's why you need a versatile welder.
Definitely. And I've got a long way to go. I do okay, but I got a long way to go. But this is more than enough that I'll ever need. And it's definitely not the machine that's the issue. It's me. So I got a lot of work to do. But no, that was a little tech tip. Hopefully that helped somebody out, and we appreciate you watching.